Hello, friends. Welcome to Tome Knowledge. Well, joining us. Wow, words. Thank you for joining us tonight on this glorious Monday evening. My name is Moves Like Jagger, and I am joined by my beautiful co-host, Virtual Spectre. And today we're going
Oh,
to talk about,
beautiful.
thank you, the greatest class of all of D&D, and that's Paladin, baby. Well, 2014 was pretty good. We'll see what they did in 2024 to spice them up, or maybe left them most of the same because they're already super strong class.
Yeah. How do you fix what's not broken?
You kiss it on the cheek and send it on its way. That's what happened. DB, good to see you. John Bunn. Yeah, I'm sure Village would disagree, and that's why she's boycotting this episode of
Mhm.
Tome Knowledge. But yeah, welcome to Casters and Cantrips. This is the Tome Knowledge is the podcast that we do on Monday evenings, where we talk about all things D&D, where like how important session zeros are, or is party balance important? And recently we've been going through all the major classes, and Paladin is the last class from the 2024 Player's Handbook that we're going to cover because we did all the rest. It should be a good time.
Oh, yeah.
But go ahead, VS. You were about to say something.
Oh, no, I'm just, it was a long couple of weeks covering it, but we made
Mhm.
it to the end, and let's see if, Wizards is it? Yeah, it's Wizards, right?
That is correct, yes.
Okay. See if they finish on a high note.
All right. Let's jump into it. Let's get to it. We did cover Paladin before in the past when they had like those small little blogs and little snippets. So we've already covered some of it. But now we're gonna get into all the juicy bits. So yeah, you might see this familiar orc paladin from Michael Brochard. It's some pretty badass art. Nothing like a holy avenger and some cool shields. I'm not sure I recognize the holy symbol on this orc paladin, but if you
At the
notice,
Dawn something? Dawn
on
Father, maybe?
something, if you notice all these rocks that surrounding this paladin because the rocks are dead. Yeah, this paladin just killed a bunch of demons. Her name is Janice.
Yeah.
Janice the Demon Slayer. I was gonna go with Grigma the the Valiant.
I was gonna go with Light Light Bearer Loka,
Mm, I
spelled with
like that.
two L's.
DB went with Orchidin the Brave. That is as paladin as it gets. Oh, those are spine devils? They look like rocks to me, but I just figured they weren't they just didn't have feathers because they were fried. They got all scorched. But I trust Zeus. If there's anyone I trust, it's Zeus to correct me. Let's see.
Mhm.
Spined devils.
It's,
I'm gonna confirm though. I'm gonna confirm if that is the case.
Zeus is all the D&D books in human form.
Yeah, I think you're probably right. You're 100% right, Zeus. Because the only reason I said rock because the beaks. Here, let me scroll down so you guys can actually see. So because of the beak-like shape, the way the artist's rendition of this spine devil, I assumed it was a rock because they were all their feathers were burned off, but um
I don't know if
yeah.
I've ever seen either of those two things. So,
Be glad you didn't because these guys are nasty. But
no.
all right. Let's go ahead and blitz through it. Well, not blitz through it, but yeah. So paladins, same stuff, strength and charisma, all the good things that paladins have from 2014 are still here. You get your skills, you get more simple martials, you get your proficient all weapon or all armors and shields. But yeah, let's scroll down. We got the table chart of all the cool things here. Yeah, I think when we last covered it, Smite has changed, so that's probably still the same
Mm.
case. But let's go ahead and get to level 1. Lay on hands. Your blessed touch can heal wounds. You have a pool of healing power that replenishes when you finish a long rest. With that pool, you can restore a total number of hit points equal to 5 times your paladin level. So that's pretty much the same on brand. As a bonus action, you can touch a creature, which could be yourself, by the way, and draw power from the pool of healing to restore hit points to that creature up to the max amount of the pool. You can also expend 5 hit points from that pool to remove poison condition from the creature. Those points do not restore hit points to the creature.
Okay.
Yep. I know the only thing that changed was this now only removes poison to where before you can cure diseases as well. But maybe diseases is not a thing so much in 2024. I have
I
that not that
I
I've
really
seen.
haven't yeah, I really haven't seen anything that alluded to diseases and anything yet. So,
hmm and then spell casting, same old. Paladins get spells. I think they get up to level 5 is their maximum as a half caster. Um, and they're prepared spellcasters, so they recommend choosing heroism and smite. But you can change that when you do a long rest, unless that has changed. But nope. So there you go, changing your prepare spells when you finish a long rest. And they get a holy symbol as always. The new thing, they get weapon mastery because they're a martial class, and weapon mastery is
mhm.
the new stuff for all martial classes in 2024. And you get 2. 4 fighters get 4. Yeah, that's level 1, baby.
Yeah, so at level 2, you get fighting style. You get a fighting style feat of your choice. Instead of choosing one of those feats, you can choose the option below. Blessed Warrior. You learn, excuse me, 2 cleric cantrips of your choice. Guidance and Sacred Flame are recommended. The chosen cantrips count as paladin spells for you, and Charisma is your spellcasting ability for them. Whenever you gain a paladin level, you can replace one of these cantrips with another cleric cantrip. And also at level 2, you get Paladin's Smite. You always have the Divine Smite spell prepared. In addition, you can cast it without expending a spell slot, but you must finish a long rest before you can cast it in this way again.
Oh, without spending a spell slot.
One time. Yep.
And you should be able to sack spells later. I guess we'll find
We'll
out.
see.
Oh well, you always have prepared. In addition, Okay, yeah. All right,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
all right. Level 3 channel divinity. Nothing new there. We'll see what else they get. You have the channel divinity energy outer planes, feeling its magic and effects. Let's see. You can use this class divinity twice. You gain 1 of expended use if you use a short rest, and you gain all on a long rest. And then you gain an additional use when you reach level 11. So previously, I think you only got 1 use, but now it scales. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. All right, moving on. Divine Sense. Oh, sorry, they lumped this up with Channel Divinity, because this used to be level 1. You would get Divine Sense, but now it looks like it's part of Channel Divinity. So as a bonus action, you can open your awareness to detect celestials, fiends, and undead. For the next 10 minutes, or until you are in incapacitated condition, you can locate any creature of those type within 60 feet of yourself, and you know the creature's type within the radius. You also detect the presence of any place or object that has been consecrated or desecrated, as with the hollow spell. So that's okay.
Hallow? Is that new?
Um, I know there was consecrate and desecrate, but this might hollow might be is the level 5 version.
Oh,
Um, let's see. As with the hollow spell. Okay, so if you cast this, um, you can infuse the surrounding area with holy or unholy power area and have a radius of 60 feet. Okay.
hmm.
As a bonus action, so if a channel divinity requires a saving throw, okay. But this doesn't say if as a bonus action, do you just get this, or do you have to expend a channel divinity? Oh, you start with divine sense. Other paladin features gain additional channel divinity effects. All right, so when you get a subclass, you get more, but you do have to use a channel divinity if you want to use divine sense. Where
Yeah.
previously, you got like I don't know, it was like 3 a day or something like that.
Hmm.
All right. And then we got paladin subclasses. They're gonna cover the devotion, glory, Ancients and Vengeance. And they also talk about breaking your oath, because that's definitely a thing you could do with your paladin if you break your vows, and then you have to seek absolution, or just say F it and become a barbarian. I don't know. Yeah, but we'll get to the subclasses later. And then level 4 ASI.
Yeah. So level 5, you get extra attack. Um, we all know what that is. Level 5, you also get Faithful Steed. You can call on the aid of an otherworldly steed. You always have Find Steed spell prepared. You can also cast this spell once without expending a spell slot, and you regain the ability to do so when you finish a long rest.
Yeah, they talked about this last time, and I think it's super awesome. You
Hmm.
don't have to prepare it anymore, and you get a free use, because it just sucks wasting a spell slot having to find a steed. Yeah, pretty good. Level 6, and this is when they decided to get fancy with emanation, which basically just means aura, the emitting from yourself. Level 6 aura protection. You radiate a protective, unseeable aura with a 10-foot emanation that originates from you. The aura is inactive while you have the incapacitated condition. You and your allies gain the bonus to the aura's saving throw equal to your charisma modifier. Um, which could be pretty good, because as a paladin, you should have high charisma. And then if
Hmm.
another paladin is present, the creature can benefit from only one aura of protection. So if you're playing with multiple paladins, you should stack different auras for maximum bonuses.
Is that
So yeah,
well? It's saying you can only have the effect of one of the auras
only
at a
for
time.
protection. So if you have the subclasses give you options to different auras. So if you have paladins for 2 different subclasses, they should be able to stack different auras. Not just the only one person can do protection, but the other auras that change.
Hmm.
I think. Well, we'll see when we get to the other subclasses.
Yeah. Level 9, Abjure Foes. As a magic action, you can expend one use of this class's channel divinity to overwhelm foes with awe. As you present your holy symbol or weapon, you can target a number of creatures equal to your charisma modifier that you can see within 60 feet of yourself. Each target must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or have the frightened condition for 1 minute or until it takes any damage. While frightened in this way, a target can only do one of the following: move, take an action, or take a bonus action. Neat. AoE fear,
Yeah, I think that's new.
sort of, or targeted fear, multi-target fear.
Let me see. Yeah, I think this is new for the 2024 Paladin. So that's cool. They get a fear.
Mhm. It makes sense with the
Um,
class.
a number of creatures equal to your charisma modifier. So up to potentially 4 or 5. Most likely 3 to 4. Yeah, aura of level 10, you get aura of courage. You and your allies are immune to the frightened condition while in your aura of protection. So aura of protection gets upgraded to aura of courage. If a frightened ally enters the aura, the condition has no effect on that ally while there. Yeah, solid.
But if they leave, then they have frightened or like
Yeah, I
that
think
condition again.
the
Okay,
condition yeah, is suspended until they leave.
gotcha. Okay. Level 11, Radiant Strikes. Your strikes now carry supernatural power. When you hit a target with an attack roll using a melee weapon or an unarmed strike, the target takes an extra 1d8 radiant damage. Okay,
Oh yeah,
more damage
upgrades.
die.
Yeah, upgrade to smite. Or no, you just have it. You do 1 radiant
Yeah, it's
damage all the time. Yeah, so normal. It was previously called improved divine smite, I believe, but now it's just called radiant strikes. Level 14, restoring touch. When you use lay on hands on a creature, you can also remove one of the following conditions from that creature: blind, charmed, deafened, frightened, paralyzed, or stunned. You must expend 5 hit points from your lay of hand pool, your healing pool from lay on hands, for each of these conditions you remove. Those points don't also restore hit points. So if somehow, miraculously or unluckily, someone has 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 conditions, you have to spend 30 hit points to cure all of it. I think before 14, you can use action to end one. But also before, well, that was cleansing touch in 2014. You can end a spell condition on yourself, or not your, I guess not yourself, if you're not able to, but you could end a spell condition on one of your allies, where this is just saying you can only do it for one of the condition, but you can spend more hit points to get if you have multiple. So I
Okay.
guess they're cleaning it up, but also maybe a little nerf,
Hmm.
right? Because doesn't lesser restorations use cure all the conditions? That's in the spell, where this one is just saying you can only do one now. Okay. All right.
Yeah, it's basically costing you a. It's costing resources per cured condition. You're
Yeah.
paying a tax to do it. Like
But by level 14, you'll have 70 points of lay on hands. So I mean, if someone has 6 conditions and you spend 30 points of it, that's not bad.
somebody rolled really bad.
Yeah.
um, or they're fighting something really nasty. Level 18. Your aura protection is now a 30-foot emanation. So it goes from 10 to 30.
Yeah, this used to be a feat, I believe, but now they're just giving it to you at level 18. So Paladins
Okay.
didn't have this before, unless they took a feat, or maybe it was a specific subclass for a Paladin. I could be wrong. Um, oh no, yeah, or improvements. They did get it. My bad. Then level 19, Epic Boon. And then for some reason, Paladins don't have a level 20 capstone.
Yeah,
Maybe because they're already badass and don't need one.
maybe. I don't know. And then we got your different paladin spells that you
Yeah,
unlock
you got a
at
bunch of
different
spells.
levels, or different leveled paladin spells. I'm sorry.
Trying to see. I'm trying to skim these real quick to see if they added anything new to Paladin spell list. But so far, I don't see it. I think they might have gotten rid of some smite spells though. I'm double checking. Level 1, no, Searing Smite, Thunder Smite, Wrathful Smite. Okay, that seems all up and up. And then Find Steed. Yep, normal stuff. Prayer of Healing sounds normal. Shining Smite. Aura of Vitality, Crusader's Mantle. I always like Crusader's Mantle, but I just never. Maybe have cast it once or twice in campaign 1 when I was playing Ron. Revivify is solid. Yeah. All right, let's jump into subclass, baby.
All right.
The classic Paladin, Oath of Devotion. So level 3, you get Oath of Devotion if you choose so. It does say you have some Paladin tenets, so it helps you maybe roleplay your character depending on what oath you take.
Mhm.
Let your words be your promise, protect the weak, and never fear to act, and let your honorable deeds be an example. So that's the oath you take as a devotion paladin. And you get these spells added to your spell list: protection of evil and good, shield of faith, aid, zone of truth, beacon of hope, dispel magic, freedom of movement, guardian of faith, which is guardian of faith is super awesome spell. Um, and commune and flame strike.
Neat. I don't remember what paladin I played briefly in our campaign.
Oh, core. What was
What was
core?
he?
Vengeance. I want to say vengeance. Maybe
Was he vengeance? I don't.
you still have the character
Uh,
sheet. I mean, you could look
I
at it.
do.
All right. While you
I'll
look it
look.
up, I'll cover a sacred weapon, which you get at level 3. When you take the attack action, you can expend one of your channel divinities to imbue one melee weapon that you are holding with positive energy. For 10 minutes, or until you use this feature again, you add your charisma modifier to attack rolls that you make with the weapon, minimum +1, each time you hit with it. You can deal damage if it's normal or radiant damage. Your weapon also emits bright light in a 20-foot radius and 20 dim light for 20 feet beyond that. This ends, you can end this early with no action required. And this effect also ends if you aren't carrying the weapon. Yeah, bada bing. So that seems about normal. The only difference is now that it lasts 10 minutes, it used to be 1 minute. So that's a fatty upgrade. That's 90 more rounds of glorious damage.
Yeah. Is this the one where you manifest it like and then can move it?
Oh,
Or is that a different?
there's any weapon you're holding, you imbue it with
Oh, this
holy
is a
power.
different.
Yeah.
Okay.
It looks like they got rid of turn the unholy as action. You can present your holy symbol, speak a prayer, the censoring fiends and undead, causing them to be to turn. So I don't know if they yeah, you're thinking spiritual weapon. That's right, Zeus.
Yeah, spiritual weapon.
I think they got rid of turn undead for devotion paladins, but maybe it'll come in later. We'll see.
Maybe. Also, core was the Oath of Conquest.
Ah, that's right. That's always the conquest.
Hmm.
All right.
Okay. Level 7. Aura of Devotion. You and your allies have immunity to the charm condition while your aura of protection. While in your aura,
Mhm.
if a charmed ally enters, that condition has no effect. There you go.
Excellent. Let's see. Okay, so this is a bonus. Yeah, so maybe you can't stack auras as a paladin because the devotion just turns into whatever this is, or the protection turns into devotion.
Yeah, there was a
Or
little line that said
yeah,
something about like the creature chooses which aura.
yeah. Okay. Thanks for trying to not let us cheese wizards. No, just kidding. Level
Oops, all
15.
paladins.
Yeah. Smite of protection. Your magical smite now radiates protective energy. So whenever you cast divine smite, you and your allies have half cover while in your aura of protection. The aura has the benefit until the start of your next turn. All right, so it looks like you get +2 AC.
I I like stuff like this where
Let's double check. Yeah,
they
+2.
take an offensive action, and as a benefit to that, you also get a boon defensively as well. That's
Yeah, so
pretty neat.
maybe this is better. This replaced Purity of Spirit, which was the level 15 ability in 2014, which means you are always under the effect of protection from good and evil. Um,
This is gonna have more consistent use, I think,
mhm.
than that one.
I think, well, yeah, because protection of evil, from evil and good, also protects the paladin from like mind affecting stuff, if from an evil or good caster. But yeah, this like paladins are gonna smite mostly all the time. But now it's
Yeah.
only. Did they change it actually? They didn't say anything about. Can we talk about smite real quick? Hold on, let's go. Because before you can smite all willy nilly, in 2014, um now it's once per. But they changed it to once per turn, so now you can't go smite crazy.
Yeah.
I guess we should look at the spell. Bonus action. Oh, it's a bonus action. So that's why now it's once per turn because it's a bonus action where before it was no action. Okay, yeah. So once it's still once per turn. Got it. So they kept that the same. Yeah. Cool.
And then level 20, there's a level 20.
Mm.
Holy Nimbus. As a bonus action, you can imbue your aura of protection with holy power, granting the benefits below for 10 minutes or until you end them. Once you use this feature, you can't use it again until you finish a long rest. You can also restore your use of it by expending a level 5 spell slot. Holy Ward. You have advantage on any saving throw you are forced to make by a fiend or undead. Radiant damage. Whenever an enemy starts its turn in the aura, the creature takes radiant damage equal to your charisma modifier plus your proficiency bonus. And then sunlight. Aura is filled with bright light. That is sunlight.
Boom. Take that, vampires.
Yeah. If you find anything nasty, it's gonna have a bad time.
Yeah, before, let's see. What was the change? So it looks like the change here, yeah, the 2014 version, you emanate an aura of sunlight for 1 minute. 30-foot radius, dim light 30 after that. And then whenever a creature starts its turn in the bright light, they take 10 radiant damage. In addition, for the duration, you have advantage on save throws against spells versus fiends or undead. And then you can only use it once per long rest. So it looks like they got rid of. Yeah, no. So it's still the same. Instead of the 10 flat damage, it's now your charisma modifier plus your proficiency bonus.
Mhm.
So I guess they're forcing you to math rather than just giving you a flat 10. Because you could technically go beyond +5 with epic feats and stuff for your charisma.
Yeah.
In the last 10 minutes instead of 1 minute. So yeah, that's not bad. Not bad at all. Yeah, the 9-minute buff to the duration is really good. The saving throw is the same, but it's cool that you can expend a level 5 spell slot to keep it going or use it again.
Mhm.
And then you could potentially do more than 10 damage. Yeah, nice. Solid. All right, the Oath of Glory. This is the subclass from Tasha's, but now it's made it to the prime time. Oath of Glory believe that companions are destined to achieve glory through deeds of heroism. So here's their tenets: endeavors to be known by your deeds, face hardships with courage, and inspire others to strive for glory. So at level 3, they get Inspiring Smite, and you immediately after you cast Divine Smite, you can expend one of your channel divinities and distribute temporary hit points to creatures of your choice within 30 feet of yourself, which includes you. The total number of temporary points equals to 2d8 plus your paladin level divided by the number of creatures you choose. So you can choose one person or you can split it up 2d8 plus your paladin level. Cool.
Interesting. A lot of dice rolling.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, yeah, there's more.
Yeah. So, yeah, I'll do the spells and you can check out Peerless Athlete. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, you get a bunch of spells on your guiding bolt, heroism, enhance ability, magic weapon, haste, protection of elements, compulsion, freedom of movement, legend lore. Very cool. Like a and Yolanda's regal presence. That sounds crazy. What does this do? Whenever an emanation centers the creature you can see, whenever the creature you see enters the emanation or ends it there, you force the creature to make a wisdom saving throw. On a fail, they take 46 psychic damage and has the prone condition. And then you can push it up to 10 feet away. That's awesome.
Okay. Also at level 3, you get Peerless Athlete. As a bonus action, you can expend one use of your channel divinity to augment your athleticism. For 1 hour, you have advantage on strength and dexterity checks,
Mm-hmm.
and the distance of your long and high jumps increases by 10 feet. And the distance costs movement as normal.
Ah. Actually, yeah, the Inspiring Smite, this is new for Glory Paladins. I don't think they didn't have anything before. Oh no, they did have
Aren't they?
Inspiring Smite. It was just it was jumbled up in Channel Divinity.
Ah, okay.
Okay. So they just separate it, but they both require a Channel Divinity use. Okay. Aura of Alacrity. Increase your speed by 10 feet. In addition, whenever an ally enters your aura protection for the first time on a turn or starts their turn there, the ally speed increases by 10 feet until the end of their next turn. All right. I believe
Yeah.
that's about the same.
Uh, at level 15, Glorious Defense. You can turn defense into a sudden strike. When you or another creature you can see within 10 feet of you is hit by an attack roll, you can take a reaction to grant a bonus to the target's AC against that attack, potentially causing it to miss. The bonus equals your charisma modifier, uh, minimum of +1. And if the attack misses, you can make one attack with a weapon against the attacker as a part of this reaction if the attacker is within your weapon's range. You can use this number of time equal to your charisma modifier, and you'll gain all expended uses after a long rest.
Yep. Pretty solid. Exactly the same from before. Level 20 Living Legend. You can empower yourself with the legends, whether true or exaggerated, of your great deeds. As a bonus action, you gain the benefit below for 10 minutes. Once you choose this feature, you can't use it again until you finish a long rest, but you can expend a level 5 spell to restore it. Charismatic, you are blessed with otherworldly presence and have advantage rules on all charisma checks. Saving throw rerolls. If you fail a saving throw, you can take a reaction to reroll it. You must take the new roll. Or Unerring Strike. Once on each of your turns, when you make an attack roll with a weapon and miss, you can cause that attack to hit instead.
I love that.
Yeah, so not a whole lot changed to Glory Paladin. So that's about the same. The only thing that changed was or added, I rather, was no, actually, yeah, never mind.
Unerring strikes is just I can just have a scene of swinging a weapon at an enemy and it clearly misses, and you're like, "No, it didn't. No, it didn't." And then all of a sudden they just get cut.
Like, aha! Yeah, pretty good. All right, we're getting to Ron territory, Oath of the Ancients. So this was what I played, or this was my
Yeah,
subclass for Ron in campaign 1. Uh we got some cool. Oh, did we miss some art? I didn't pay attention to this awesome tiefling art, tiefling paladin here,
yeah.
or the
It
glory
looks
paladin.
familiar to me. Like we
I think might have seen it somewhere.
the first time we went through, maybe.
Maybe. Yeah. Yeah, pretty good.
Yeah. I can roll through the beginning of this one if you want.
Yeah, go for it.
So, Oath of the Ancients, Paladin, nature, all that good stuff. You have a couple tenets here: kindle the light of hope, shelter life, and delight in art and laughter. So, very much like Ron.
Yeah. Yeah.
Level 3 Nature's Wrath. As a magic action, you can spend one use of your channel divinity to conjure spectral vines around nearby creatures. Each
Mhm.
creature of your choice that you can see within 15 feet of yourself must succeed on a strength saving throw or have the restrained condition for 1 minute. A
Mhm.
restrained creature repeats that save at the end of each of its turns, ending the effect on a success. Then we have some spells. Oath of the Ancient spells. Got Ensnaring Strike, Speak with Animals, Misty Step, Moonbeam, Plant Growth, Protection from Energy, Ice Storm, Stone Skin, Commune with Nature, and Tree Stride.
Mhm. Yep.
Not the same?
All same there. It looks like they got rid of the turning abilities for paladins for some reason. Because the devotion got turning to for undead and fiends, I believe, and then ancients was for elementals or plants.
Zeus said something about that in the chat that
Oh yeah, paladins didn't get turning to their devotion. Their oaths gave them the turning capabilities. Now all paladins get the same turning. Oh, okay. I must have missed that.
Did
We
we
must have
miss
missed that
it? Because
somewhere.
I don't remember reading about it.
Let's see. Because it's under channel divinity. Let's see here. Right? Yeah, where did you find that? Zeus? We didn't doesn't I don't recall where that all paladins get a turn ability now. Yeah, because from what we've seen so far, it doesn't exist. At least on the PDF version here or the internet version on the Beyond D&D website. Yeah. Yeah, I don't see here. We'll see with our resident DM, Zeus, look it up and see what happens. But let's get back to the subclasses for the Oath of the Ancients. So at level 7, they get Aura of Warding. Ancient magic lies so heavily upon it, it forms an eldritch ward, blunting energy from beyond the material plane. You and your allies have resistance to necrotic, psychic, and radiant damage while in your aura. That seems that is a big change where before um it was you were resistant to spell damage. So look, this part is a big nerf in my opinion, where you're just resistant to all spell damage, and now you're only resistant to necrotic, psychic, and radiant damage types. So to my opinion, that's a big nerf.
You know, yeah, I'd say it's a pretty clear nerf.
Yeah.
Hmm. Interesting.
Hmm.
Level 15, Undying Sentinel. When you're reduced to 0 hit points and not killed outright, you can drop to 1 HP instead. You regain a number of hit points equal to 3 times your paladin level. Once you use this feature, you can't do so again until you finish a long rest. Additionally, you can't be aged magically and you cease visible aging.
Oh.
Hmm.
So this was a buff because before it was just 1 hit point. And now you regain hit points and you don't age. You'll look beautiful forever. Oh, Zeus says it's in the level 9 Abjure Foes ability. Ah, I see. Okay. Not as strong as the cleric
Okay.
turning ability, but you think it's a good chest. They turn foes by smiting them. Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty good.
As in you turn their head around on their shoulder.
And it affects any foe. Oh, okay. Yeah, we must have blitzed through it so fast we didn't really pay attention. Thank you, Zeus. All right, level 20, baby.
Elder Champion. As a bonus action, you can imbue your aura of protection with primal power, granting the benefit below for 1 minute or until you end them. Once you use this feature, can't use it again until a long rest. You can also spend a level 5 spell slot to restore it. Diminish Defiance. Enemies in the aura have disadvantage on saving throws against your spells and channel divinity options.
Okay.
Regeneration. At the start of each of your turns, you regain 10 hit points. And then swift spells. Whenever you cast a spell that has a casting time of an action, you can cast it using a bonus action instead. That's all very nice.
Yep. Solid. Um, yeah, it's exactly the same, but yeah, nonetheless, still pretty badass. Cool. Yeah. I think the Undying Sentinel got a big upgrade, which is very good, but Aura of Warding got a big nerf. But all in all, I think Ancient Paladins are still pretty badass. Still pretty good.
Yeah.
All right, Oath of Vengeance. This is the last subclass in Paladin in the PHB.
All right. We have
Uh
to name this guy.
oh god damn,
We have to name this
this art is
artwork.
so badass. It's a dragonborn, got a cool broadsword, sick plate armor. Um
I got a good one.
All right, you go first.
Balthazar the Maligned.
Ooh. I'm gonna go with
That's hell yeah.
let's see, Vortos the Unforgiving.
Hey, pretty dope too.
Yeah. Let's go over their tenets. If you choose this path, you have to show the wicked no mercy, fight injustice and its causes, and aid those harmed by injustice. Level 3, you get access to some spells. As always, you get a bunch of cool stuff. Christian Chael. Where's the demons? And level 3, you also get Vow of Enmity. When you take the attack action, you can expend one of your channel divinities to utter a vow of enmity against a creature you can see within 30 feet of yourself. You have advantage on attack rolls against that creature for 1 minute or until you use this feature again. If the creature drops to 0 hit points before the vow ends, you can transfer the vow to a different creature with 30 feet of yourself. No action required. Damn, this is like so much fucking better than Hunter's Mark for paladins or for rangers. Like,
Yep. Paladin the better ranger.
yep.
Um, level 7, Relentless Avenger. Your supernatural focus helps you close off a foe's retreat. When you hit a creature with an opportunity attack, you can reduce the creature's speed to 0 until the end of the current turn. You can then move up to half your speed as a part of the same reaction. The movement doesn't provoke opportunity attacks. Like it. Just a
Oh
built-in
yeah,
Sentinel feat.
really good.
Actually,
Level.
Sentinel and mobile built into one feature, basically.
Yeah. Yeah, especially
Kind of.
moving up and little schmack. Level 15, Soul of Vengeance. Immediately after a creature under the effect of your Vow of Enmity hits or misses with an attack roll, you can take a reaction to make a melee attack against the creature if it's within range. So you can potentially hit again immediately, or take a missed opportunity and hit again. Nice, Zeus. Yeah,
Yeah, man.
pretty good.
And then this subclass is Warhammer coded.
Is it?
It's so Warhammer coded, dude. Level 20,
Avenging Angel.
Avenging Angel. As a bonus action, you gain the benefits below for 10 minutes, or until you end them. So same sort of requirements as the other ones.
Hmm.
But you get flight, sprout spectral wings on your back, and have a fly speed of 60 feet and can hover.
Mm,
And frightful aura. So you only get 2 bonuses on this one.
they do.
But let's see. Whenever an enemy starts its turn in your aura of protection, the creature must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or have the frightened condition for 1 minute or until it takes any damage. Attack rolls against the frightened creature have advantage. Hoo-wee. Man, it's cool.
Yeah. Before it lasted an hour and they changed it to 10 minutes, but you can keep it going. And then they added hover to the flight before. So now, yeah. Nerf on the duration, but adding hover is pretty cool. And yeah, the fear is about the same. But yeah, Vengeance still solid. I think all the subclasses. I think Paladin, not a lot of changes to Paladin because they're already good, but
This
um
is this is the Space Marine subclass. I swear.
for the Emperor.
This
Yeah,
Avenging Angel is just
God, the art's so
I
badass.
swear I've heard that in Warhammer a lot.
Yeah, I mean this one was pretty quick compared to the other ones that we've covered in the past, but
Mhm.
um yeah, Paladin's super solid. Still great. still one of the top tier classes, I think.
Yeah. I mean, didn't think they would change much, and they didn't change much.
Hmm.
Everything is still good.
Yeah, they let's see. Yeah, they changed smite number one. It can only be used once per turn rather than
Yes.
so you can't go smite crazy, which I think is a good nerf. Uh, but I mean, at the same time, if a player wants to blow all their spell resources just to smite, that's that's really up to them. Um, but you can still smite on a reaction because it's once per turn. So if you're using it as an attack of
Yes.
opportunity, you can still smite, which is good. And then yeah, they now have a upgraded of turn. They could turn anyone basically with Abjure foes. Now that I'm
Mhm.
looking back at it, which is good. So now it doesn't have to be specifically to undead or fiends, which is good. So yeah, a little bit nerfs on ancient, but other than that, pretty good, pretty solid as always.
Oh yeah. I would like to play Paladin again. I only had a brief time with it, and so I barely got to like use its features. So
Hmm.
I actually want to play a campaign as a Paladin. I think it'd be fun.
I would love that for you. So.
Of course.
Uh, yeah, so that's the last 2024 class from the player's handbook. We went through all of it, so there's still a bunch of stuff in the player's handbook that we'll have to take a look at, and also the Dungeon Master Guide is also out, and I think Monster Manual's next month. Pretty sure.
Something like that.
Yeah. I mean, we don't need to cover the Monster Manual though. But yeah, thank you so much for joining us this evening. We got through all the classes. It was a gauntlet, but it was good. It was really good. Yeah. That's gonna wrap it up for here. For all casters and cantrips needs, you can go to castercantrips.com or where it's always popping is on our Discord server at casters and cantrips or discord.gg/casters and cantrips. Yeah, thank you so much, everybody. Let us know what you think about all the classes. Which one did you like the least? Which one did you like the most? And let us know in the comments or in the Discord. Yeah, that's gonna do it for us. And we hope you have a great rest of your day, evening, afternoon, wherever you are in the world. Bye,
Yeah.
everybody.
It's been real. Bye.